Greetings one and all, welcome social media family to my vlog. When I told you that we have international guests passing through the Rhythm Works laboratory, the lab, see, I wasn't joking. Me not joke, me not jester, no jestering. Remember me tell you that. So it's a greetings, and in this case, konnichiwa, to a brethren I've known for a long time, one of my deepest, closest friends from Japan. I bring you none other than from the one from the direct, let me rewind that again. Direct Impact, Massive. I bring to you Leo. How you doing, Bless?
Yes, Rastafari, you know, so I'm there, Rhythm Works production studio, you know, always blessed to be here, you know, always, you know, give me good vibes and good inspiration, you know, strengths, you know, so it's really blessed to be here, man.
Yeah, man, it's blessed to have you here. It's not your first time here.
No,
it's not your first time here in the lab, is it?
Yeah.
When was the last time you came over?
2 years, and actually this time the third time.
Third time.
Yeah.
So the last time you came over was for the One Love,
I think so. Yeah. 2 years back. Yeah.
And you came in with Tutor. And who else did you come in with?
The Poi,
Boy, yeah.
and Eri,
Yeah.
and Erica, and yeah.
Full up the living room, you know. The massive just full up the living room.
With the pure Japanese massive there.
Yeah, you know what I mean? With pure, lovely, nice, humble, article Japanese vibes. So, for those who don't know who Direct Impact is, please tell the people who Direct Impact is as a crew and as a foundation for reggae music in Japan.
Okay, basically we established Direct Impact in 1994. And from England, the Brazilian called Clive and Wayne, Mark and me, Leo. And
I'm big up Wayne John, John.
Yeah.
For Direct Impact, large of the status.
Boss man, you know?
Yeah.
Then you know, just we start the sound as a Direct Impact. Then basically I have to go back to Japan at the time. Was like years like 90, 95, 96. Almost 20 years back, then we just decided, you know, even the Stone Lab Kilimanjaro, they don't have the branches, you know, like Direct Kilimanjaro Japan, Kilimanjaro US and all that. So we just talking about, let's make a branch, man. Nobody not do it. So I go back to Japan and set the Direct Impact Japan branch. Then I meet Mr. Steady and Edoko and Chinaman, and we start a Direct Impact Japan from there. Then, you know, we kind of very close still, but, you know, the original member is kind of more family vibes right now. Right. But we're still in the connection. So the recent is like, you know, Direct Impact and me, in the Japan crew. Me and Dabuta and Tutorial and Jagono is a singer.
Yeah.
You know, and Rastako is the Bana youth, you know?
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. So how was the reggae scene in Japan at that time? Because I know that like Sunsplash used to run in Japan very regular, but it only basically had the Jamaican acts and like the top British acts that was basically there more on a worldwide basis, really like the top shelf artists.
Yeah, true.
So how was the reggae scene at that time?
At that time, yeah. You were you know, compared to now, it's sadly to say, you know, it was much better. You know, maybe the economy, you know, and as you say, we used to have like a Japan Splash, Reggae Sunsplash as well.
Yeah.
You know, those future those big artists, you know, like from the UK act is like, you know, like Maxi Priest and, you know, UB40 and about club scene, those time, like more sound system culture there. Those time there is not much roots reggae sound system.
Right.
It's like more Stone Love follow, Kilimanjaro follow, but there's loads of club, and all the club is every weekend is packed, really. You know, so then also they used to have, you know, like a big sponsor for the club, like the Heineken and all that. So yeah, it was a good time, really. But in terms of roots reggae music, it's not really like now, really.
Right.
You know, but
so around that time in the sound system circuit, was Mighty Crown still basically running them times there?
Yeah, I think the Mighty Crown is almost same as direct impact, been like 25 years.
Okay.
Almost same. And we used to do it together back in the days.
Right,
back in the day, we used to do it together.
Serious.
Imagine,
yeah. It's just funny how your paths basically crossing on the journey that you're making.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
true,
Because
true.
as you know, Mighty Crown, they are absolutely huge in the sound system circuit. You know, they were one of the first sound systems that I heard that their specials were really special in terms of the quality.
True.
You know, the audio quality of their specials. They really pay a lot of attention to it. So it was like you and Mighty Crown was basically treading the balls them time.
Yeah, you know what was like late 90s, I think. You
Okay.
know, we used to do some couple dance together in that, like, you know, the center of Tokyo.
Right.
You know, so it's really, you know, just interesting. Maybe for the new people to hear, wow, the Mighty Crown Direct Impact used to do that together. You know, but we're still in the contact, really.
Okay.
You know, so we do, you know, basically right now Direct Impact deal with the more roots and culture side. And
Okay.
they're doing some like more bashment side. So that's it, really.
Right. So okay. So you was basically just plying your trades in the clubs. Where was you basically playing in Japan? Where at? You obviously Tokyo, Osaka.
What you mean now?
No. Then
The back
then.
in the Well, basically Tokyo. Yeah, mostly Tokyo, Yokohama.
Okay.
Like, you know, East Japan.
Okay.
You know, but sometimes we do some session in Osaka more
Okay.
than now, really. Yeah.
Right. So I mean the scene out there in terms of like artists, in terms of like the local artists, who was like the top local artists that was around at that time?
Around that time, well, I think it's Naki, who is really good patois speak.
Okay.
You know, the DJ.
Right,
you know,
right.
yeah, but Japanese, but that kind of thing. You know.
Right.
I think Naki, he is not really existing now. I think he's more producing something. You know?
Okay.
I'm not sure. And who else? Yeah, there was a couple nice DJs, but most of them it's not really. It kind of quiet now. You know.
Right.
So
I mean from so he was really like the only top reggae artist in Japan. There wasn't any more.
Yeah, there's many, but too many. Those
Oh,
times.
okay,
And the thing
okay.
is, you know, they quiet now.
Right.
Like upcoming next artists, like, you know, the Pushin, you know, the lady singer, female singer.
Right.
You know, then the sister Kaya, it was big singer, but she's kind of quiet too. So
Okay.
you know, well, you know, generation really.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, so as you're progressing, through your journey, obviously you was on the sound system circuit. So when did you start actually working with international artists? Because obviously you needed the international flavor, not so much to validate your things, but to consolidate your things. So who in the international circuit did you start working with, and when did you start working with them?
Could be Lloyd Brown though.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I'm not asking the question just I'm not just asking a leading question, because I'm thinking that you worked with other artists before.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you know, just say okay, like the tour, you know, been touring is, I think first one was who? Maybe Horace Sandy. I can't remember though. I've been touring with many artists in Japan. Like back in the days around year 2000 till 2007, 8, 9.
So okay, so basically, so you would tour with the artists that would be touring Japan at the time, not specifically the artists that you would draw for to work with. This. Okay, I get that.
Been touring in Japan.
I get that. So you was working with Horace Andy and who else?
Well, Rankin Joe, Al Campbell,
Yeah.
Stone Love.
Yeah.
And like, let's say in England artists, where sound system like Irish on Steppers, Shaka, Jashaka, Abashanti, Zion Train.
Right. So the UK sound systems really made an imprint in Japan in terms of roots and. Okay, good. That's interesting. That's interesting. So what about people like Mad Professor? Was Mad Professor basically out there at that time?
I should say that Mad Professor. I think when I remember that, I think year 2000. We used to, you know, like make the 2 albums,
Yeah.
which is like Japanese artist compilation.
Okay.
Then no, one is a Japanese artist compilation, and the other one is Sister Kaya, is Japanese singer, and we produce her album in Ariwa studio.
Right.
You know, like the Mad Professor, Direct Impact produced, you know, released 1 CD and 1 compilation with him.
Okay.
Then relation started. Then actually I've been touring with him in this year.
Oh, okay.
You know, been touring in Asia and some places in Japan this year.
Seen,
Yeah,
seen.
just only Direct Impact on Mad Professor.
Neil Fraser, he gets about, doesn't he? Gets about the place, man. It's like you phone him. Well, I'm in Venezuela right now. I forgot to call you back and all them things. You know what I mean? Yeah. But anyway, so it leads to the question that I was kind of asking before.
Yeah.
So you're saying that I was the first artist that you basically brought over to Japan.
Yeah. That's one thing I could say. You know,
okay.
like Horace Andy Rankin Joe, I used to have a partner with a Jamaican, you know, the man called Joe Bonnie. You know, we still in contact anyway. But actually, as a Direct Impact, you know, to bring the artist to Japan to be in touring you're the first man.
And we're gonna cut it right there, and we're gonna go into the Direct Impact Lloyd Brown story, Japan story, and we'll soon forward.
Yes.
Stay tuned.
Bless.